a little icy in there. It's amazing how long this cavity can stay.
Hi, so it's Thanksgiving Day and it's noon. I just did some schoolwork a little bit before I start my whole day of cooking. Now what I'm going to do today is I will show you my cooking attempt at a few Thanksgiving dishes. Let me show you what it's already in the oven. And we have this really beautiful turkey in the oven. It's going to take about 4 hours. So I am a Malaysian and I've only started cooking Thanksgiving meal maybe since last year. I've done a lot of cooking for myself since, you know, coming to a new country and living by myself. But only really attempted Thanksgiving dishes last year during the pandemic. I really enjoy making elaborate meals, but Thanksgiving meal is just one of those things that I really have to be prepared to the point that I will need to review the recipes because there's just so many things to be aware of, and you gotta like kind of multitask when you're doing it because there's a lot of dishes. I am going to start with I'll probably start with the sweet potato casserole because that will require a lot of time. So here are the beautiful sweet potatoes that I'm going to need to skin and boil them and then prepare them on a casserole with a topping of like brown sugar and pecan nuts. Sweet potato casserole is definitely one of my favorite Thanksgiving dish because it's just so hearty and sweet. It's almost like eating dessert at the same time you're eating like savory meal. You have the turkey. I don't know, this is like definitely a food coma side dish, but absolutely one of my favorite. And what I'm doing here is first I am going to peel off the skin and then cube them at least in sizes that are easy to cook down for at least 15 to 20 minutes and then mash them. So, yep. So a little fun fact about Thanksgiving as I relate it to my culture. I grew up in a Chinese family. I celebrate Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year. And we would have this time where family members would come together and do the exact same thing, like gathering and into people coming back, people travel, and having this big feast where everyone just eat and have time to share stories from the year. And this is really so, it really reminds me of the Lunar New Year gathering. But also it reminded me of the winter solstice celebration that we do too. where family members would gather at the end of a harvest season, and it just reminds me a lot about that. As I grow older and I live in different parts of the world, like the United States, I begin to see like there are a lot of similarities, be it in the traditions that we celebrate or certain food that we eat. There's just strings of similarities if we look close enough. And this is something I really hope to explore more in my videos or in my writings, that amidst the different culture, you can always find things that you share, and I think that's just great.